Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the channel, Shelly's Millions. Guys, I almost never use that knee pillow, even though I do sleep on my side. I know that you guys were thinking about that, but it's in every shot. Same with these Beanie Babies. I really need, Debbie, can you yell at me in the comments too? I want to totally rearrange my room. I think I finally have all the furniture that I can do that. So I'm going to try and better use the space. Okay. So in today's video, I don't know if I mentioned this. I booked a trip to Japan on flights, on points, credit card points. Everybody books a trip to Japan, I feel like, on credit card points. I feel like people don't, I don't know. I don't want to pay my money, I guess, to do it. And getting flights is one of the best redemptions for credit card points, but I only have my flight there. So I need to book my flight home. I need to see what's open up in the awards space today. So I'm going to take you guys on that journey with me because I need to do it anyway. So I might as well share. Then we will go over the movies, although I'm sure the number one movie this weekend was Avatar. And I want to just share, I share money hacks normally, not hacks, but like my journey towards becoming a millionaire, now hopefully becoming a multimillionaire because I have reached more than 1 million in net worth. So just keep taking you with me on my journey as I get smarter and smarter with money. If you guys don't mind, please like the video. And Richard, if you're watching, I did change the ad settings. You are in here. Hello, good morning. So hopefully you will not see as many ads today, but please keep me posted on that. Okay, so the life hack, right? Which maybe is a money hack. So this is like a trick that I've used to get out of jury duty, right? Of course, like jury duty is our civic duty. We're supposed to do it, right? And I've been on a trial once, but I was an alternate juror. And it was a really interesting process. Like I'm not mad that I did it, but and my company like doesn't Ye maybe. Richard says it takes longer to achieve millionaire status in California. I don't know if that's true. I think it probably takes just as long anywhere. Maybe it's actually faster because, like, our minimum wage and things tend to be higher. I don't know. I feel like if I did this same job in a smaller state, I probably wouldn't make the same pay, and if I didn't make the same pay, I wouldn't have been able to save at the same rate, and I wouldn't have been able to accumulate wealth as quickly as I did. Um, and it wasn't quick. It was like the slow, steady, invest in your 401k, get the company match. I got lucky with buying my house. Um, the process for buying the house is kind of the same as looking for a flight home to Japan from Japan on credit card points. Basically, like you just have to keep checking and seeing what's available and getting the right thing at the right time. But getting the right thing at the right time doesn't mean it's easy. This house was actually, like, crazy hard to get because they kept putting it for sale, but then you couldn't actually tour it, and all cash buyers were putting in offers on this house before the public, so it would be listed, and then they didn't do it. Hi, Cindy, good morning. I have to book a flight home from Japan, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do that with credit card points today. Also, the life hack with jury duty, right? Postpone to a holiday week. This is like my hack. I don't know if it works. It has worked before. Um, but here's the thought process on postponing jury duty. Am I skirting my duties doing this? I don't know, whatever. But this is what I do. So I got my jury duty notice, and I want to say that I got it in July. I was either supposed to be having my surgery the week that I was scheduled for jury duty, or I was in Ireland. I don't remember. But I was like, "Oh, no, this is not a good time for me to do it. I'm gonna postpone it to the week of Christmas." So, that's what I did. I postponed my jury duty this week, but I have to call in. I don't know how jury duty is working now in other states, but here in California, we get a jury summons, and then basically starting so I'll call in tonight to see if I have to report in for jury duty tomorrow. Then tomorrow night, I'll call in to see if I have to go Tuesday, And then Tuesday night, I'll call in to see if I have to go in on Wednesday. But here's why I always postpone to a holiday week. And it doesn't have to be Christmas, it could be Thanksgiving, it could be Memorial Day. But basically, as far as I know, the courts are gonna be closed on, they'll at least be closed Christmas Day, right? But most places are probably actually gonna be like most courts, right? Like most government things. Oh, wait a minute. Am I the biggest genius ever? Because didn't Donald Trump just declare the 24th and the 26th as federal holidays, and some federal employees don't have to report to work? If that's true, you guys, then that means that the courthouses will actually be closed. I think that it means that the courthouses will actually be closed the 24th, which is the day before Christmas, and the 26th, which is the day after. Those are both weekdays. And you just have to call in for like 1 week, and then that's it. Debbie, I don't know if you can hear, but the cat's outside. Anyway, um, so if I don't have to do jury duty this week, that would be great. And okay, so here's why. So jury duty was actually really interesting. The case, like the process, like what you're allowed to consider, what you're not. Like they say things and then they ask you to strike it. And then you're not supposed to remember the things that they've already said. It's really it's very interesting. Um the reason why I don't want to do jury duty is like Richard says, where I live, jury duty pays $16 a day. Jury duty does not pay very much money. My job, obviously, like, if I wanted to take the time off work, they allow it. They have to allow it by law. They can't penalize me if I'm doing jury duty. But jury duty only pays $16 a day, and while my job can't penalize me or anything like that, like, I would still need to work 40 hours. So this week, even though I'm calling in every day for jury duty and it's Christmas week, I'm still working. I've got myself scheduled for night shifts. So that way, even if I have to go to jury duty like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., I can still go to work in the evening. And also, I'm just going to like chance it that I'm not going to have to go in. And I feel like my chances are really good anytime there's a holiday. And I feel even better. Like, I was like, am I a genius? I feel even better about not having to go in because Trump just declared the 24th and the 26th federal holidays. Originally, I was way more excited about the federal holiday announcement because I thought that, I was like, "Oh, that means holiday pay on those days for me," but no, because 'cause we're a private business, I'm not a federal employee, so, yeah. Okay, I work at a movie theater as my main job. Okay, wait, Cindy says, "If they ask if you believe in the death penalty, answer yes, they won't pick you." Get the drift. Yeah, and also I saw a lot of people, like, if they even said that they know a police officer, they oftentimes would not choose people that said that they, like, were close to a police officer. Oh, shoot, that reminds me, I have to, one of my coworkers' sons, and this is not just any coworker, I've known him since I was about 18 years old. I almost think of him like a dad. He's like America's dad. He comes and does, like, work on my house. He's like the maintenance guy at the theater, but, like, he's not just like I don't know, he's wonderful, basically. And when I bought the house, he really helps me, and sometimes, like, when there's stuff like the door looks like "Hey, is my door rotting out?" Like, I can send him pictures and stuff like that, and he will tell me. But anyway, one of his sons applied to be a police actually, both of his sons applied to be a police officer. I already wrote a recommendation for one, I still need to do one for the other. Oh, no, I don't wanna say that I know someone in prison. But anyway, um, and sometimes when they were picking the jury that I was sitting on as an alternate, they seemed like they wanted, like, a diverse group of people, like, diverse ages and all of that, and it was really kind of interesting. I just hate it because, like, I could probably part with the money, but, like, my work can't part with me in terms of hours. So, like, this week, I'm still going in at night, and I don't love that. I don't love, like, the possibility of going to jury duty from 9 to 5 and then working from 6 p.m. to at least 11 p.m., maybe midnight, maybe later. Um, But it is what it is, and hopefully the case isn't too long even if I get on it. But yeah, calling in for jury duty on Christmas week. But hopefully I won't have to actually go. Cindy says that she knew someone who was married to someone in prison for murder and never got picked. True story. Oh, that's a fascinating story also. Um, okay, movies. This week, we're opening a movie called The Testament of Anne Lee. I guess it's about a religion called the Shakers. I thought at first it was the Quakers because I've heard of that. I've never heard of the Shakers before. So that's supposed to be really good. We're getting it on actual 70 millimeter film, which I think is really cool. I actually know how to project 70 millimeter film, so that's like a cool side of my job. But everything went digital like many years ago at this point. So it's been a while since we're running real film, so I get to do that, and that's exciting. Anything that makes the job different is pretty exciting. So we're gonna be doing that. We're opening a movie called Song Sung Blue. Then what else are we opening? Marty Supreme about table tennis. Anyway, so we've got a cool, fun Christmas lineup. You get called for jury duty every 4 years if you're retired. Sometimes I think that they're allowed to call you every year. Usually, it seems to go in waves, though. So, like, everybody literally everybody that I know, maybe it's zip code, everybody that I know has been called for jury duty this year. Like, 3 of my staff, my boss, and my best friend. So, that pretty much constitutes everyone I know. And, like, 3 of my staff in 1 year, that's a lot, and I don't feel like they're just saying that because they were like, Shelly, how does this work?" And then I tell them, I was like, you probably most of the time, you don't actually get called in, but if you do, um, I was like, "Just work a night shift, that way you can still, make it to work and you don't lose out on money." Okay, I am going to okay, we're gonna share a screen. I really Cindy knows the Shakers. The Shakers were okay. The Shakers were a break off from the Quakers. They were from the Northeast and they were in Kentucky too. They didn't believe in sex. They died out, and it's true. Huh. Well, that's interesting. That is really, really interesting. I guess like they kind of worshiped through dance and music. I don't know. It is like it's a religion. I guess I'm gonna learn about it because we're gonna be showing that movie, so I will probably see it. Also, if you guys wanna know which movies I a lot of people didn't like the second Wicked. I really did like the second Wicked. My mom and I saw it recently, and then, there's a movie that I recommend everyone there's 2 movies that they're on streaming, but I'm gonna recommend seeing them in theaters. The first is Frankenstein, which I really enjoyed. It's beautiful. Even from the opening scene, it's gonna be really beautiful to watch on a big screen. They're saying that people are, like, watching it at home and falling asleep, and I could see that. Like, I don't see myself being able to focus on Frankenstein the whole time if I try and watch it at home, which is why I'm like, "Hey, go to the theater." So beautiful on the big screen, though, and totally, like, engaging when it's, like, in that format and you're in dark theater and you can't be distracted because your cell phone's off. Um, and then the other movie thank you for liking the video. Hi, Sugar Sprinkles. Hope you're gonna have a great Christmas. Okay, or holiday season. Um, lost my train of thought. That's okay. I was talking about I don't know, movies, I think. Was I talking about movies? And yeah, the other movie that you should see on the big screen is gonna be Wake Up Dead Man. It's part of the Knives Out series. So the first one was just Knives Out, then the second one was Glass Onion, and the third one's called Wake Up Dead Man. And that's like a whodunit. And again, I just get really distracted when I'm trying to watch TV at home. So I feel like I'm not gonna follow the plot, but I feel like in the theater, I'll be like, this is this is whodunit. Like I feel like I'll be able to follow along better. All right, let's see here. I need to I'm sure the movie this week was Avatar, but let's see what those numbers did. So I'm going to share my screen now. Sometimes it seems like it goes black. Shakers because they had a dance to shake off their sins. That's that's kind of interesting to shake off their sins. I'd be dancing a lot. No, just kidding. Okay. I don't know like it's gonna be interesting to see how this movie does. They're saying that she might win, like, an Oscar for her performance. Alright. Yeah, the theater, you're forced to to pay attention, and I really think that that's kind of what's the selling point that's gonna get more people back in theaters. Like, how many times, have you guys put something on, and then you just either start scrolling your phone, or you go and you start cooking dinner, or somebody's asking you questions while you're watching, like, it's just or like you get a text and it breaks your, train of thought, and then you're in the text thread, and then you look up 20 minutes later and you're like, "What just happened in this show or this movie?" So I think that's really gonna be a selling point to people that actually want to watch something kind of in peace. And, like, my mom and I joke, I already got one work text while we're on this live, right? So I get a lot of work text, work calls, work messages. When I'm in the theater, my phone is off, like, they cannot ask me questions. I mean, there's a way that they could emergency breakthrough if it was really, like, an issue, but, like, for the most part, that's the only time I'm unreachable as well. So, okay, I'm gonna share my screen, we're going to see the movies, and then I gotta look at flights home from Tokyo because 'cause I'm going to Japan, my flight there on credit card points. So, I just need to share again my theory about credit card points. I am kind of viewing this trip as free. Um, I didn't do spending that I wouldn't have already done in order to get the credit card points. I would never recommend that. But I'm taking a medicine that I have to pay for out of pocket. It's expensive. Guess what? I'm putting that on a credit card that gets 2 times points. So, I'm doing that. My electric bill that's always really high, there's no extra charge to put it on a credit card, so I'm putting my electric bill every 2 months on my credit card. Um, yeah, groceries on my credit card. I put everything on my credit card. My mom's even like, "Do you want me to pay cash when we go to a restaurant, or do you want me to pay by card?" And I'm like, "I wanna pay by card." I want to get those points on everything I can, with the exception of gas. And the reason why I don't wanna put gas on a credit card, I don't know how it is in other states, but here in California, they charge you anywhere between 10 cents more and 20 cents more per gallon to put it on a credit card versus if you just paid cash. So that's basically like it's not quite 20%, maybe like 5% extra to pay with a credit card. Sugar Sprinkles says it's girl math. So yeah, I get my flights with points, and then that way, like, you have to pay some taxes, but it's cheap, right? It's not, like, expensive at all. Anyway, okay, so for the movies this past weekend, Avatar: Fire and Ash was number 1. I don't think that's a surprise at 88,000,000. Then David, which is a cartoon, it's like a religious cartoon, I think, for 22,000,000. The Housemaid, 19,000,000. SpongeBob, that movie did 16,000,000. Zootopia, not far be Zootopia 2, not far behind at 14.5. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which is at 7.25. Wicked for Good at 4.3. Durandar at 2.5. Marty Supreme, that's already out? That's interesting. Per theater's doing 140. So, okay, I'm gonna show you something else that I'm looking at when I'm thinking about, like, my real job. Okay, and then Hamnet, which is supposed to be really good. Okay. So, over on this side, so we looked at the total gross is what I normally look at for the number 1 through 10 movies. But okay, so Marty Supreme, which is with Timothy Chalamet with the ping pong balls, and table tennis and all this, uh, it's only playing right now at 6 theaters. Those 6 theaters together grossed almost $1,000,000. So per theater, it did $145,833. Like, if you look at the other movies, right, like, we don't have that yet, we're getting that Christmas Eve. But if you look at the per theater average, so Avatar was the next highest per theater with 23,000. So what is that? Like 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40. Like, that's 1/8 of what Marty Supreme did. Um Then the next highest was David at 7,056. I'd say that that's about average for a new movie. So each theater, that's how much each theater is making for that movie. So Marty Supreme, that's a good number. Of course, when it's exclusive like that, it has the chance to do more. Anyway, that's something I look at. So I'm excited to be getting Marty Supreme, and then hopefully it does well for us. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. That means to please like the video. All right, actual money saving. So redeeming points for flights is one of the best ways to get the maximum value or cents per point out of your credit card points. And I say air quotes because I'm not one of those people that's like, don't redeem for charges. But there's like a system for like how much money your points are worth when you redeem them. And generally, the most value for your points is going to be redeeming them for flights. But there have been plenty of times where I had points available to redeem for charges. And as long as you're not doing spending that you wouldn't otherwise do, who cares if you use those points to pay back charges? Anyway, okay, let's look at I need to look at flights to and from Tokyo. Where's the share this tab instead? Okay. So, all right. I need to get home from Tokyo. I have already transferred some points over. You see it right there. I've got 53,000 points. I think you guys all know my legal name's Michelle. Nobody calls me that. Now let's see. Okay, so the first trick that I've heard to try and find an awards flight back from Tokyo is to change this up here from USA English, because Japan is like almost a whole day ahead of us. So if I change this to the Japanese English website, I should see one extra day of award availability. Okay, so I'm already logged in. I'm trying to fly home on All Nippon Airways, or ANA. It's supposed to be a really good airline. Okay, so I was already logged into my account that I made. Now I'm going to go to Flight Awards. I'm real familiar with all the where all the buttons are. I need to click Flight Award Reservations, boarding on or after May 19th. And then basically, I am booking like really, really far in advance. I've got to do my password. Oops. Okay, let's go to share this tab instead. Let's make sure it's actually sharing that page. Yes, it is. Okay, so now that I'm doing this, see, you can see we're going to go, oops, we want to go one way because I already have my flight there. And I've been looking at Tokyo to San Francisco, and Tokyo to Los Angeles. We're going to look at Los Angeles first and then departure date. So I'm flying into Japan in a whole nother year. Okay, and then flying back. So I'm going to look at Saturday the 12th. Even though the 13th is on there, I don't actually think it's going to show up yet. So I'm going to look at Saturday the 12th. I'm going to change it to business class because, again, it's going to be on points. I'll click this compare seat availability, but that seems to mess it up sometimes. But let's just see. Let's hit search and see what comes up. I'm going to take a sip of coffee while this searches. Ooh, okay. There's something. It looks like no seats available. Oh, but there are on Friday. But that's not as much time as I want. But let's see. Let's just see how much that flight would be home. 52,500. So I do have that, and I could book that now. Oh, I don't think I want that. Also, you guys, I don't want a flight that's waitlisted on here. 11 days. Do I risk that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. My coworker's saying I win the bet. What bet? Yeah. So, okay. I was like, I bet they're not going to use this new form we're rolling out. Anyway, don't want one of these waitlisted flights. Okay, so the reason why I'm a little bit hesitant about whether to book this. So okay. You guys are going to help me sort this out. I fly in to Japan on the 2nd are you guys still with me? Nobody's commented in a minute. I need help with this. I fly into Japan on the 2nd. Now, this is not enough time. Although, then I'm not gonna spend it if I'm there less time, then I don't spend as much on hotels, and I don't spend as much on food and, like, entertainment and all that. But that's not enough time, right? So I would get in on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and I'd fly out on the 11th. I don't wanna do that because, like, I also feel like you lose kinda the day you fly in and the day you fly out. So that would really be 8 days there, and I wanna do a little bit more than 8 days. The reason why I'm hesitant is so it was showing us on that awards calendar. I'm gonna see if it'll let me go back. Sometimes it doesn't. Um, so basically, I don't wanna get greedy and, like, miss getting the flight back for free, essentially, right? So we're gonna go back. Yeah, yeah, confirm. Confirm. Okay, so see how it says there's seats available only here on December 11th, but it doesn't say that there's seats available for the 12th or the 13th. So the longer I wait, the more likely it is that I don't get the flight home on points. But what I was actually thinking is how long I actually want the trip to be, and maybe this is a conversation to my mom. Um, I wanna do the trip from somewhere between 14 days and 18 days. So if I and I technically I fly out the 1st, but I'll be on the plane until the 2nd. So but I have to make sure that I'm not gone from work more than 21 days, because after 3 weeks, they want you to turn in, like, a notice, and then they rehire you if you can. Okay, Cindy says that she's going to Florida in January to visit, family. Cheap vacation since free room and board. It has been a cold December. Yeah, and it's gonna be cold in Japan when I go, so I'm already, like, looking at that. Do I do I book that flight now? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna risk it. I think the earliest I would wanna come back, hey, Tuesday, December 15th. What if so what I'd really like is the following Friday, I think. Okay, I'm scrolling on my actual calendar. Oh my goodness, this cat. I didn't feed him. He wants food real bad. The 11th. I think where I'd really like to come back is like the 18th. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a whole nother week to see if there's flights back. But I think like if I look at this time next week. Oh, also this is as far out as it goes. Like see how December the 14th is grayed out and December the 15th is grayed out. So there aren't any flights available to book out. The calendar's just not open that far in advance. So I'm going to do this part. So first I booked my flight there. I'm flying in on Japan Airlines, which is supposed to be really good. It's going to be business class. It's all on points. I'm not spending money. Well, a teeny tiny bit of money for taxes and fees. Then I'm now in the process of booking the flight back on points and miles. So that again, it's just going to be a tiny bit of money, taxes and fees. Then after I get this part sorted, because I don't even know how many days I'm staying right now. So after I figure out like how many days I'm going to be there for sure, um, then I'll start saving money to book the hotel. So I'm doing it like in little tiny pieces. First, I have the flight there. That part's already set in stone. I leave on December 1st of 2026. I will arrive in Japan in Tokyo, um, December 2nd. And I want to stay like I just feel like even though I'm starting to travel more, I feel like you just never know when you're going to go back. So I kind of want to like spend as much time as possible there. I do wanna be cognizant, though, that the longer I'm there, the more days, like, because the hotel, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do on points and miles. So the longer I'm there, the more I have to spend on, like, hotels and food and, um, entertainment. So I need to be conscious about that element of the trip, because that's what could really cost me money. It's like I'm looking at the flight as free, but the hotel room and meals and entertainment will not be free. Anyway, so that's how I did that. I already transferred the points, um, which means like that's the other thing, is that I pretty much have to find my flight home on this airline because um because I already transferred the points there. They say don't do that, but, like, I've been really, 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 really watching, and I've watched all the tutorials about how to book the flight. There's no tipping in Japan. That's good. And then Richard said Japan's expensive. So, and then what airlines am I flying? So I'm flying in on Japan Airlines, with credit card points. And also, like, if you guys are looking and you're like, "Oh, she spent $53,000 to get those points." No, I did not. Sign up bonuses, that kind of thing, to get me those points. I don't do $53,000 worth of spending in a year. Um, I have heard that Japan's expensive, so I am a little bit nervous about that aspect of it. And it looks like hotels are not cheap there either. So, yeah. And of course, I'm gonna get a travel guide from the library. Let me stop sharing about this flight now. And let me know if you guys want me to go through those steps again about how I'm trying to do that. And let me know if you guys have been to Japan. I might want to try and do 2 trips this year, but I don't think so. I think my work, like, I've never traveled much um during my career, and I think they would be like, "What? 2 trips in 1 year?" And I only earned 2 weeks of vacation. I've been accumulating more than 2 weeks though, so I can definitely go to Japan for 18 days if I want to, and then I think because I have some time saved up, I could also do another trip, throughout the year. Okay, now let's see here. Okay, I am going to how do I stop sharing? Alright, what else do you guys want to talk about? Cindy says a lot of Japanese go to South Korea for vacation since it's cheaper. That's somewhere that there's really nowhere, as long as it's safe to travel, there's not anywhere that I wouldn't wanna go. My criteria was I need to be able to do it on points. Like, I don't really care where I go as long as I'm doing it on points. While we're doing this, let's just go and there's another website that I'm starting to use and like called seats.arrow. And there's hotels.arrow too. Let's see. I'm going to share that with you guys. It's fun to plan like a fake trip. And they say that sometimes, like, even so, Richard, I know times are tight, right? And same for my mom. They say my mom, I don't think would want to go for like this long. Like, traveling's hard on her, a long flight. The flights are like over 10 hours. So that'd be a long flight for her. She doesn't necessarily want to fly that long. And I would definitely have to go with her. But they say that part of the joy and happiness that you get is just from planning the trip. And they say that, like, that can give you as much like endorphins and like excitement and all that stuff for um that can give you as much excitement as actually going on the trip, is planning the trip. So that's the stage I'm at right now, is I'm planning the trip, and I'm certainly like excited and have something to look forward to. So I think we're gonna do that again. Now, what am I gonna do the rest of the day? I have the day off and I feel well rested. It's been a long week and we're going into a long week, especially since I'm gonna have jury duty followed by regular shifts, except I'm not gonna actually, knock on wood, I am not gonna actually have jury duty because I'm a genius. Maybe. Probably not. But anyway, yeah, Richard, same for my mom. 3 hours is a long flight for you. Yeah, same for my mom. You wanted to go to Thailand to see the temples. I do too. So, but I have been when I'm not working, when I'm on my way to and from work and I'm not doing YouTube, I'm watching a lot of YouTube about how to You know what? We'll put it in Seats.Aero in a second. Um, there's almost no like, I don't have enough points to go to Thailand. The hotels would be cheaper there, but the flights are not cheap there, so I don't know what to do about that. Well, I do know what to do about that. Go to somewhere. So the goal right now is to just be able to afford the flights on points and then pay the hotel out of pocket, I guess, or the Airbnb. I haven't decided. And I think I'm actually going by myself. Richard said Malaysia is very affordable and a lot of Americans live there. There's literally nowhere that I don't want to go. I want to go to Bali. I want to go to Fiji. I want to go to Vietnam. I want to go to Cambodia. I know that's a weird one. I don't hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, yeah, I really wanna go to Cambodia," but I do. One of my very first international trip was this I think I had been to TJ, but I don't count that because I live in California, so Mexico's right there. I literally, like, drove into TJ the first time I went, so if I can drive there, like, basically, like, that's still part of, like, the might as well still be part of the United States as far as I'm concerned. Like, that's just right there. Just right there. So, I don't count that. My very first international trip, the person I was dating, the guy I was dating bought my plane ticket to India, and I didn't plan anything. I would have never planned to go to India, but would Shelley's Millions take a free trip? 100%, especially, like I at the time, I loved the guy I was dating, you know? So, of course, I'm gonna go to India to, like, be with my boyfriend. So I did that. He was there getting dental work done because it's cheaper to fly all the way to India, stay in India, get your dental work done in India. We were talking about root canals last week. I did not look up, affordable dental care. I think it's all Delta Dental, at least here in California. So went to India to get his teeth fixed, and he stayed there for, like, 6 months. So, like, at the halfway point of his trip, he flew me there to visit him, and he planned everything, and he'd already, like, kind of, like, learned the lay of the land and how to do everything. But while we were traveling in India, we met, like, a bunch of couples, and they were all like, "Cambodia is really nice, and it's also, like, really affordable as a tourist to go there, and it's kind of, like, unspoiled." Also, it's not, like, a really popular tourist destination, so you can still get good deals, and they're not I don't know, but it's touristy enough that it's safe. Anyway, okay, Richard says, "Of the 48 countries that make up Asia, Vietnam has the spiciest food." I like spicy food. Have you been, Richard? That's so cool. So anyway, I would love to go to Vietnam, love to go to Thailand, Bali, Fiji, all the tropical places. Ri like, literally, there's nowhere that I don't wanna go. Okay, so I'm gonna share the Seats.Aero page with you guys, and we'll just see. I just think, though, all those flights are like 144,000, and I don't have anywhere near. I was looking for London Heathrow, guys, and I was looking around my birthday last time. Let me see. Let me make sure yeah, sharing. I'm gonna take another sip of coffee. That means it's time for you guys to like the video. Okay, so we're gonna go to explore, and we will look at maybe we need to look at routes first. No. Let's see if Qatar, because I have points. Qatar to. Mhm. Let's see. LAX to Bangkok. Bangkok. I think it's BKK. Let's see if we hit. Oh, not LAK. Okay, yeah. Okay, request route. LAX to Bangkok. Is that how you spell it? I feel like it is. 3 letters. All right, let's look at the airport. I gotta look at the airport code for Bangkok. This is a tool that I went to Mexico to get cheap. They do, but the guy I was dating went to India. I don't know. I think he also just he wanted to do some international travel. I love spicy food. I would be very excited to eat spicy food. Okay. Um, Bangkok airport code. So you something else about Japan. You guys, I have the tattoos. So there's some like I definitely want to do hot springs, but there might be some that I'm not allowed to go into. What Bangkok's? Oh yeah, BKK. All right. All right. LAX. BKK. All right. It's probably going to tell me this route already exists. At present, we only try flights. What? No, that can't be. How about search? Let's do search. We're going to do LAX to BKK. Okay. And let's go. All right, fine. Search. Let's see. Try expanding your dates. Oh, wait, here it goes. Okay, it's searching now. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Okay, so it's finding things. It's running the search to Bangkok. But I'm going to, I think, ooh, well, that's interesting. Okay, we're going to talk about something in a second, you guys. And this is really how I'm doing all these travel things. So just sit tight while that loads, and I'm gonna have a sip of coffee while this loads. And Mom, this is what I do sometimes on the computer is I just am like searching flights and like where I can go. 79%. It's taken a while. Can I? Oh, interesting. Very interesting. June 29th on Alaska. I don't have any Alaska miles. I don't even know like what transfers to Alaska. Okay, it ran the search. Now we're going to search business, lowest to highest. So it looks like a lot of these Alaska flights. So business would be 130,000 points. It's got connections. We don't really want connections. How many connections? 130,000 points and $106. Well, let's just look. Let's just look, you guys. So we're going to click that. Do I have to click info? I'm still learning how to use this site. Business. Book via Alaska Atmos. I don't have those. Okay, details. So you would fly from LAX to, is this going to be France or Frankfurt? Oh, both awards and both legs of this would be in business class, but this has a picture of a lie flat seat, and this doesn't. So like, and it has a big layover. What is that airport code? So anyway, 130,000 points, which is that's a lot. I don't have that many points. But I think that's pretty standard for Bangkok. But that's part of why I did not go somewhere like that is I just don't have that many points. So I will be that's just one way also. That's just LAX, that's to Bangkok. What does Alaska transfer to though? Do my American Express points transfer to Alaska? I don't know. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So that's Bangkok. Let me know if you guys want me to search anything else. So that would have been 130,000 points. Richard, I'm glad that there's no ads for you so far. Yeah, hopefully that makes up for for last week when there were a ton of ads. So this is kind of like what I'm using to try and find my my flight deals. Richard's saying that he would love an Alaska cruise. That's something that I would also like to do, and that is something that I would probably try and take my mom on. I think she would probably do well on a cruise. I think she would like that. I don't know if she'd like it for that many number of days. We might need to start with like, again from California, they do like little 4-day cruises to Ensenada. We actually did one of those for my friend's 40th birthday. Um, so we start off on one of those before we do like a longer Alaskan cruise. My friend from work, she's done one of those also. I don't know why I called her my friend from work. I mean, she is my friend from work, but I was also like in her wedding, so she's like one of my best friends. Um, she went on an Alaskan cruise with her parents at the time when she was much younger, and she really had a good time doing that. So, yeah, I've heard really good things about that. And then you guys know that I really like Disney, right? So, couple of things there. One is that I kind of want to try and I think I might wanna do Tokyo Disneyland, but that's going to depend on how long I'm there for. And then the other thing is I would really like to do a Disney cruise. There's not really that I've seen, there's not really, like, cheap ways to do that or ways to do that on points. And I do wanna start enjoying my money, and I wanna start going on a trip, but I don't wanna spend actual money. I wanna just spend, like, credit card points that I got from sign-up bonuses. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys something else really cool about this website, um, and in terms of looking at flights, which is let's look at the Vietnam airport. Airport. Vietnam airport code. Han hmm. Oh, I don't know. Phuket is the PCQ. I think that's the one that I would want. Vietnam airport codes. A guide to major airport codes in Vietnam. It's listing Han as like the main one. The busiest is the Ton Son Not, followed by the Hanoi No Bai International Airport. Okay, let's just look at HAN. So we're gonna take that out and go HAN. Oops, come on. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, excuse me. I know I have a napkin somewhere. Where is it? Maybe I don't. Okay. No, I do. There we go. Oh. Okay. Oof. All right. Let's look at the HAN airport. And we're going to go to search again. Oh, no. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Anyway, it's fun just looking at flights, Disney and Universal in Florida. Yeah, potentially. And I've only been to Florida. Have I only been to Florida once? I went to go see Tony Robbins. Ooh, look at all no, these are way too expensive, these flights so far, but it's still searching. Maybe that's the high season? I would never spend 300 like, I don't even have 311,000 points, not even if I, like, combined everything from every platform ever. Okay. Sorry, I'm just letting it search. I'm daydreaming about trips. The other thing is I'm not daydreaming about this, but I think that me and my mom are going to I don't know what we're gonna do today. We're either gonna play bingo. I don't think that's what we're gonna do, but we might. Either bingo or I might go see that movie I was telling you guys about, Knives Out. Not Knives Out, but it's part of the Knives Out series, Wake Up Dead Man, and then we're actually gonna go look at Christmas lights. I think that's probably what we're gonna do, but I'm not 100% sure yet. And then I'm gonna remember, you guys, I'm going to remember to call to see if I have to do jury duty tomorrow. Okay, seats.arrow. Did I find no 300? That's too many points. That is way too many points. Okay. I think they also do hotels. Let's see how much my hotel might cost me. Create alerts, hotels, explore. I don't know the difference between explore and search. Search. We're going to do Tokyo. I don't know. What's the difference? Tokyo. Interesting. Standard room. Okay. Hold on one second. Not one night. Let's look at the dates I actually think I'm going. Oh, I'm like, will it even let me look? Okay, I'm going to be there the 2nd. And right now it's just the 11th. Let's start the 18th. Oh my God. That would be a long time. That would be 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hang on, share this tab instead. Sorry, you guys don't see what I'm seeing. Okay, so if I went the 2nd through the 18th, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 nights because we don't count that one. Oof. Okay. Did that just take? December 1st through, nope, the 2nd through the 18th. I think some of the hotels are like not even available yet. Come on. Search, but it's not one night. So this is showing like points. Also, what are stale results? Nobody wants stale results. The Park Hyatt Tokyo. This is showing all. I wonder if I should buy Hyatt points. I don't know. Grand Hyatt Hotel. It's 35,000 points a night. Is it still searching? Successfully. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do the hotel yet, but I think it's expensive. It's looking. All right, you guys, vote in the comments. Well, really, it's going to be my mom that votes. Should we go play bingo today? We haven't done that in a long time. This will probably be the last time that we'd be able to do it this year, maybe next Sunday. Or should we? No, we should go. We should go watch a movie and then look at Christmas lights, right? I feel like that's the answer. Why is it just showing the points? Would I transfer the points? I don't understand. Okay, what is this one? What is that? What are all these different areas? Ooh, Tokyo Disneyland. What's this hotel? The Hyatt Regency Tokyo Bay. What's the Rainbow Bridge? That sounds so adorable. What do these different colors mean? Oh, I see. All right, it's a Marriott, Hilton, IHG, Hyatt, Wyndham, or Choice Hotel. So it's showing me all the different. There's a lot of Hyatts in Japan. What's that one that's by Disneyland? Was that a Hyatt? Oops, come on. What is this area? Okay, yep, that's a Hyatt. Maybe I stay at a bunch of different Hyatts while I'm there. Grand Hyatt Tokyo. I don't really know the different areas yet. Anyway, okay, so we'll do hotel later. Oh, Richard says that he lives across the street from the. I'm not going to be there for Christmas. So here's the thing, and I already have some like guilt about this a little bit. So far, and my mom's like, this is making me nervous. But so far, the plan is to go by myself. I'm not taking anybody with me. Normally, I'll kind of like I'll help my friends get there if they need to. And the last few times I've traveled with one of my best friends from when I was like 14. His name is Abel. Going circles and not a grid. Okay, so here's my concerns, right? I'm a worrier. I am not good with directions. This is part of why like I take somebody with me when I travel. I couldn't even figure out the New York subways. Granted, I was younger, but I like really nothing's changed in terms of me having a good sense of direction. So I remember getting confused by the subway system in New York, which I'm pretty sure just goes like north and south and east and west. But like that was confusing for me. So now I'm like, oh, let's go to a country where I cannot read the language. Um, there's a lot of really good translator apps, so I need to look into that. I have plenty of time. I should probably look into taking a couple of Japanese courses so that I can speak a little bit of Japanese. I think that would be cool. So I should probably do that. Should probably take some courses in Japanese, and that'll give me something to do also. I need some hobbies, you guys. Learn Japanese wasn't really on my radar, but like if I'm going there, especially by myself, I should be able to like figure that out. Okay, so number one, New York subways confused me. Number two, even when I last not in Ireland. Ireland was pretty okay. My friend drove or we took Ubers. But in Japan, like they take the bullet train and they take the train and you just like you take a lot of trains, it seems like. It's a 30-minute train ride. It's a this minute train ride. But you need to understand like what train to get on, what station to get off, and you're not speaking the language and all this stuff. And like, I'm visibly not Japanese. So they're gonna know, right? They're gonna know I'm a tourist. Like there's no hiding this, right? So, why not a package tour trip? I might do that. I might do something like that, especially since I think you can just like join one once you get there. Like I don't think you have to fly there with the tour, but I might look into something like that. I also still might look into going with a friend because a lot of the expense is going to be the hotel, but really a hotel is designed for 2 people. They don't really charge you anymore for an extra person, right? So, maybe here's the thing about my friend Abel. 1, he's a gay man. That has nothing to do with it. But number 2, like, I don't really wanna share a bathroom with someone who's not immediate family. So that's thing number 1, right? Thing number 2 is I know that Abel snores. And the reason why I know that is because he has to bring his like CPAP machine everywhere with him. Like I have like when we were younger, we all like shared hotel rooms and like Abel and I actually accidentally had like matching jammies and I have like pictures of that. Oh, actually I might have pictures of that right here. Let me see if I can find a picture. This is look you guys. This is me and my friend Abel when we were super young. We're like 14. So we've been like great friends for many, 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 many years. Is this the photo book? No, this is not. Oh my goodness, guys. No, this is me. I still worked at the company, you guys. This is me, and that's my first boss, Tony. This is me working a festival booth for the company that I'm at now. You just saw the picture of Abel and I. Anyway, we accidentally had matching pajamas on a trip that we went to, and we definitely like shared a hotel room. Oh my god, baby Shelly. Baby Shelly, I had black hair and I worked at Universal Studios. Okay. Because Abel also worked at Universal Studios. Okay, let's see here. Oh, well, we're getting close because there's me and my jammies. Okay, look, this is one of my very first like business suits. Okay, Richard says hire a tour guide. I don't know if I have, you guys, I do not have hire a tour guide kind of money. I've got to be your own tour guide kind of money is what I have. Where is a picture of, I know that this is the right photo book. So where's that picture of Abel and I in our matching jammies? So, but anyway, we haven't shared like hotel rooms since we were kids. I think when you're younger, like you have greater tolerance for like sharing rooms with your friends, and then as you get older, like I just want to like have my morning routine by myself. I don't want my best friend to see that. I'm sure he's seen worse. Like we're all adults, but like I don't really want to share a hotel room with him. No shade. It's just it is what it is. Um this is all my friends. This is my best friend. And then this is Abel and I in San Diego. That's where that trip was. Where's that hotel? Anyway. So, oh, there we go. Aw. Okay. We did not plan this, but we're both wearing like green, oh, we were so young. We're both wearing like green flannel jammies. So anyway, super gay. Don't want to, well, we're an hour in, so we don't feel too bad. I don't feel too bad about that, Richard. I'm glad it's an improvement over the last couple of weeks. You had surgery to fix the snoring. That's super interesting. But anyway, I don't really want to share a hotel room with somebody. When we went to Ireland, we had separate hotel rooms. I guess I could also look into Airbnbs where like maybe we could each have a separate room. Let's do that really quick. Before I head out, let's see what an Airbnb. I don't really know if Japan has Airbnbs, but you know what? We're going to find out. Okay, hold on one second. So we're going to go back over here to rooms.aero and I'm going to share that again. And then we're going to look at Airbnb.com. I don't know if I needed to type .com, but I did. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. That means you guys please like the video. All right, well, let's do Verbo because I would get 5 times. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, Tokyo. And guys, we might tell it a tall tale because I'm not sure. Shinjuku. Let's just say January 2nd or January 6th through like the 20th, like 2 weeks. And the reason why I'm just picking random dates instead of actual dates is because I don't actually think that I don't think you can book that far in advance. And that cat wants food. Okay. Guest favorite. Oh, no, I did not mean to do that, but I did. Okay, that's fine. See, I don't want to I don't want to stay in a dormitory. People liked it though. Oh, we got to do some settings. What the heck here? I know better than this. Okay, hold on. We got this, guys. Filters. Let's do entire home. We need 2 beds. We need 2 bedrooms, and you guys, we're gonna need 2 bathrooms as well. I doubt that there's a whatever. Let's try hot tub. Hot tub? Let's just see. 56 homes. What if I say pool also? Still, oh, no homes. Okay. 56 homes. 56 homes have hot tubs. This is actually not that much. Ooh, what is this? Look at how, ooh, that's a lot of money though. Let's look at it anyway. Ooh, why are you so pretty? It's really far away though, isn't it? Shinjuku. It's not that far away. Okay, hold on. 5 stations within walking distance. Available for summer. Ooh, what are you? Are you super cute? Pools and commercial area. 4 minutes. That's cute too, maybe. I like this. Oh, it's an inn. I feel like what? I feel like that doesn't count. Why is that on Airbnb? Okay, hold on. Let's look at this super expensive one. We can't afford this, you guys, but we're just looking anyway. Maybe if they went halvesies with me. Okay, it's got some translation. Okay. It's got 3 bedrooms, 4 beds, and 2.5 baths. So this would be the whole house. Unwind in the hot tub. Self check-in. The house can accommodate up to 6 guests for groups of more than 4 people, but they'll charge you more. So this would not be this where you'll sleep. Okay, so this does not look that exciting. Do you get like little kimonos? I mean, it's very bare bones, but you know what? All you need to do is sleep there. The bathroom's nice, I'm not gonna lie. That hot tub is cool. Bidet. Is that actually a hot tub though, or is that just an actual tub, the exterior? I mean, that's super cute, right? No, you know what? Actually, that looks like the house in Parasite. Have you guys seen that movie? I'm over that. Oh no, black screen. All right. Oh no. Have hidden cameras in them. Yeah, honestly, like, so there's pros and cons to Airbnbs versus hotels. The pros would be that for probably about the same price, if I wanted to bring my friend, we probably could, and we could have separate rooms and separate bathrooms, right? And that is a plus when you are almost 50, right? I just want to like go through my morning routine by myself. I don't want my best friend there. One of my best friends. I just don't. So, there's value in that. So separate rooms, separate bathrooms if I brought a friend, which my mom says that she would feel more comfortable with if I did. Then secondly, you can cook your own food, right? You can it's easier to buy groceries and cook. Third, laundry. I'm looking at going for like a somewhat significant amount of time. So having a way to wash my laundry without paying like crazy amounts of money would be nice. Or finding a hotel with a washer dryer. Then secondly, something that would be good, well, those are the 3 things. So, number 1, separate bedrooms, separate bathrooms. Number 2, the ability to cook in the house. Number 3, the ability to do laundry. So those are 3 pros. Then the cons would be, I do like having someone come in and clean the room while I'm gone. So that's, you don't get that if you stay in an Airbnb. The other thing is that I'm probably going to try and pick a hotel where they give you breakfast included with the room. So that means no cooking breakfast, no making sure I have groceries. Um, and then that would be like, I'm going to view that as a savings if the breakfast is included with the hotel over like if I stayed in an Airbnb, I would need to figure that out on my own. Um, yeah, I don't know. Airbnbs have gotten weird. Also, Cindy, next week, can I talk about SNAP problems if it's cut off in California? It won't happen in Indiana, but I think they're cutting Medicaid. Yes, but remind me. That seems like a great way to lead into the new year. And I think I want to lead out tonight or today, it's not tonight, with just saying that I got really excited that Trump declared the 24th and the 26th federal holidays, and I was like, "Yes, I'm getting overtime." But unless you're a federal employee, you're probably not getting overtime on Christmas Eve and the 26th unless you work for a really super duper amazing company, and if you do, keep that job, guys. Um, so yeah, um, excited about some things coming up. And we'll keep talking about that. Let me know if there's any aspirational travel trips that you guys want to have me look into for you, or that we can just search together just for fun, on points because like that has been a big focus. Cindy, I'm not done saving by any stretch of the imagination. As a matter of fact, as I start to be able to pay off this house, I think it'd probably be wise for me to start thinking about like a second house as an investment property, or maybe I don't know. I don't know. I need to figure out like what's next. Obviously like I want to travel, but I don't want to I don't want to spend crazy amounts of money. Like I don't want to spend everything that I was like that room that I was looking at was a little bit crazy. Like I'm not going to spend almost $10,000 on a hotel room, right? So we have to figure out how to do things still on a budget so that I can continue to save. I wouldn't wanna take everything that I was paying on mortgage and just spend it on a trip because that would not be a good financial decision. So I have to figure out how to, like, grow my investments. All right, you guys, have a very, very, very happy holiday. I hope you're able to spend some time with your families. I hope you're able to check out a board game from the library or um, go look at some Christmas lights. Richard said you'll never vote for Trump or Republican. Never say never. Um, oof, I don't know. That's each to their own, but you just never know. Merry Christmas, Richard, and happy holidays to everyone. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about the Democratic run in California, or maybe just like California politics. I don't know because I feel like things are changing. Also, I should show you guys why. Oh, I don't know, a lot of stuff. Okay, you guys, have a great rest of your day. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next week. And we will talk about the cuts to Medicaid. I don't see them cutting SNAP, but we'll see. Also, my mom keeps telling me that they're cutting down like the foods, the processed foods that you can buy. So that's something I'm curious about also, but that has not happened in California yet. All right, bye, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. And thanks so much for watching Shelly's Millions.